Alright, good evening everyone, and welcome back to some more Slay the Spire. If you've been watching any of the series so far, you've probably noticed that I have been doing fairly bad through most of the playthroughs. So I actually decided to do a few runs off camera, and lo and behold, the first run that I did off camera I actually completely destroyed as the Silent. And since we've been doing a lot of Ironclad on the channel and we haven't seen a lot of the Silent actually in gameplay, or, you know, believe me, I actually did good. As you can see, the unlock requirements are just that much closer from my last run. This character, as I found out with proper synergy, can be just completely busted in both offense and defense, you know, with the proper trinkets energy. So you'll see here, like, hopefully I'll be able to prove to you that I'm actually not garbage with this character, and I can actually make it to that final floor again to actually show the end of the game here. So let's see. Lose all gold, 14 max HP, that's cool. Lose my starting relic, gain a boss relic? No thank you. That early game draw is really good. You know what? I actually don't really want any of these, but I guess if we had to pick one, we'll take the potions, give ourselves a nice early game boost there. And I have learned the way of this game. Now, mind you, as I'm playing this today, there was about a 300 or so megabyte update, so there could be some potentially new stuff in here. You know, just looking at this map, it feels longer, but maybe that's just, you know, my mind playing tricks on me. I learned success, you know, fighting is good, gain yourself cards. If you don't need a good card, you don't take it. The deck that I had that made it to the end that you didn't see on camera was at about 30 cards, and about 4 or 5 of them were cards that just got used up in one turn, and then 2 of them were actually like hand shuffles, which synergized greatly with the trinket. I mean, I could yabber on however much I want about that last run because it was really good, but in short, question marks for potential real bonuses. That's my go-to plan, and you know, you might hate it because you might want to see more combat. You know, we will still see combat on the way, but it is the key as far as I know. But you know, maybe they changed that in this recent patch here. Okay, you know, starting off with some early combat here. It's pretty simple. It's just the jaw worm. We've learned, by now at least, this is the guy you want to kill very quick. And so that is exactly what we're going to do. It's not worth using the potion on him so early that we just want to kill him that quick, but we do want to use it or lose it here in these situations here. So you know what, actually, this is aggressive and bold, and I have actually thought about it, and you know, we'll be fine actually to save our potion. We'll want to use that on like a boss fight ideally. So completely ignore me when I'm saying I'm gonna rush through it, and we're actually just gonna take our time, a decent amount of time with this guy, because he does get pretty annoying once he starts buffing himself. Neutralize is always nice. Strike, and we love Survivor because it gives us the value block. Oh, and your turn, of course. This guy needs to take his. But yeah, the question marks, and you know, as experienced in the third floor, which, you know, we haven't seen on the channel here, enemies up there get annoying. You know, there's just like a lot of just really mean synergies they have with like lots of minions out there. You know, I can talk about it all day, but let's save that for actually when we get there, if we get there. Okay, as I say that, this was one of the cards that I had in the deck once upgraded. Was just immensely good with a trinket that I had that let me do 3 damage per card I exhausted. So this card is very good in my opinion, especially the upgraded version. The non-upgraded version actually still good because it gets exhausted after 1 use, so it's a good card to have that thins out pretty early here. And some attacks. We can get 3 more attacks in our deck here, and I think what we want to do is we want to weaken this one, hit him, and we want to calculate gamble for 1 more attack card, and we've done it. And that just alone shows you the value of how it can be in a smaller deck as well. Now, mind you, we only get 1 use on it because it gets exhausted after a single use here, but that's okay. So I'm not sure if anyone would be upset that I did the run off screen here. These guys are dusted. I did a run off screen and you didn't get to see it, and you know, I had mixed opinions about it. Like, you know, I sort of wanted to do it, but I feel like if I, you know, the way I record, if I just do back-to-back videos, the commentary gets more you know, tiring to do, or not so much that I get tired of doing. It's just I run out of things to say, and then just talking about the game itself, and it's like, you know, just get dry in the mouth. It's not really interesting to listen to. So that's one reason, I guess, but I really should have recorded it. Sucker Punch. You know, our equality or neutralize basically does that for free, so we don't really spend 1 mana on it, or 1 energy, sorry. Gain 5... oh. Gain 5 block. Block is not removed at the start of your next turn. Yeah. That could potentially synergize well. Elixir is good, but you know, we got good potions that we want here. We need to start getting around to using them, but here we go. 3 question marks back to back. I'm expecting good things here. The Serpent. So this guy will give us a doubt. We'll gain 1 week at the end of turn, but we get a bunch of gold. Ho ho, hello, hello. Yes, please curse me and I'll take the money. It is worth it. Gold to buy potentially amazing trinkets. I have come to just love. It will make this boss encounter, or this elite encounter, a little harder when we draw that card. But mind you, we can actually gamble out of it if it really starts hurting us. Okay, Bonfire Spears. This is new to me. When you happen upon... you know, reading was always hard in school. You happen upon a group of what looks to be purple fire spirits dancing or around a large bonfire. The spirits toss small bones and fragments into the fire, which brilliantly erupts each time. As you approach, the spirits turn to you expectantly. Offer a reward based on, or receive a reward based on the offer. Hey, you want to take my doubt? Oh, okay. We got spirit poop. They give me something in return, but you know that's fine. That counts as a trinket or a relic, I guess. Could go towards some sort of relic synergy just of having them, and we got rid of our curse. Probably missed out on something really good there, but I think getting rid of that curse is definitely more beneficial. Actually, we're gonna eat 1 damage here and just chunk away at this guy. Health is a resource, right? If you lose a little before you get to the final boss fight, it's fine. As long as you're not in a critical spot, it doesn't really matter to lose a little health here early on. And actually, we can do a little bit of this here. Have some of that block carry over. Draw Survivor will be in a good spot. So this guy's gonna debuff us here, probably weaken if I had to guess. Yeah, hate that. I'd rather get the frail, if anything. Calculated. Terrible. Well, not terrible. We can make it work actually. Oh, let the blockchain continue. Not the business program or tool that's being used nowadays. It's our blockchain game is what I was trying to get at. Listen, if you don't know about blockchain, you should look it up. Great technology. Could be the future of business. That being said, I probably have no idea what I'm talking about when I mention blockchain, so take that with a grain of salt. But it is the future, let me tell you. Connecting ledgers to other people as an open source. Who would have thought? It'd be amazing. Okay, we're gonna weaken him. We'll become the blur that we are. Block and a strike. So 1 more strike will finish this guy, and he is a fool for not debuffing it further. So all we need to do is just draw 1 of those. We have 4 strikes in our deck. It'd be really, well, it'd be impossible if we didn't draw it. So disregard that. There's no banter to be had there. Another potion we need to pass by because I'm being bold and not using these, but it's okay. We're gonna use these on the mini boss. Choke was actually one of those cards that I got for the. Oh, and it could actually work out really well if we play our hand right. But it's a little too slow right now for us. The Piercing Wail is it's like a secondary neutralize this one time and gets exhausted from our deck. It's good early on. Choke is great once we actually get some synergy. But for now, we're gonna take that debuff. And oh, this guy. Yes, blur, strike, strike. Get dazed. Get poisoned. And he will probably hurt us, so I could use that regen potion, but we'll hold off for now. So poison's gonna do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's like 30 damage, I think, just over time. And yeah, like I said, we're gonna likely eat it here, just a little. And I think it's fine here to. We could take a few hits to see where we are before we need to use that regen potion. So we'll block. Actually, now looking at it, we'll strike actually, because we want those cards in our next hand there. We won't waste the gamble because it will get exhausted. It's not upgraded yet. We'll hang on to that. We'll take 3 damage, which is fine. Again, health in a good place. It's a resource we want to use. Great turn here. Weaken him, so he's down to 12. We can block. We'll get rid of defend because we actually want to do some damage here. And we'll take 4 more damage, which is fine. Oh, heal for 15 total. I don't think we need to consume our regen potion just yet. Unless this guy gives us 2 potions and I'll look like a real fool with egg on my face. We'll be fine without it. All attacks, please. This is fine. Strike. 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 We'll draw 1 extra card. Probably not worth it. So again, holding off on the gamble. For the potential of getting extra burst. Yeah. Well, we need to save that for when we're actually going to be in a dangerous spot here. So poison's almost down. We do have 20 burst in hand if we need it. And this is more or less okay with me. Except for weaken, but definitely want to block up here. And we will drink this potion now because we are slowly going to start taking damage. Just want to keep myself topped off so I can ideally upgrade cards at the bonfires instead of having to rest. Still hurting me, huh? So we actually need to start getting very aggressive on this gentleman here. Because our deck's not that good. Got 4 strikes in there. We'll draw 3 cards. Could be a neutralize in there. Could be worth it. 2 strikes. That's fine. You're going to eat some more damage. Also fine. Health is a resource, you know. I've said it a few times. I'm perfectly fine giving away a fair amount of it to get a sweet relic from this guy. So this is actually a wonderful turn because we might not need to use the potion. We can play most of our hand, retain some block for next turn, and ideally kill him. Although we are going to get weakened further. Ugh. Not a fan. 13 damage, totally doable. Just give me 1 block. Give me a neutralize and a block and 2 strikes, 2 quick ones, the double. Take 2 more damage. So I probably should have played all 3 of those strikes. I could burst him down with the fire potion here, so, you know, as you can see, despite me winning a run, still misplaced to be had. And yeah, we're actually just going to preserve more of our health and just dust that guy right now, so we don't have to worry about him hurting us too much. And we got the calipers? At the start of your turn, lose 15 block rather than all of your block. Okay, it could be good later. We barely get over 15 block at the moment, so probably not the best card for us right now. After image. Okay, hang on. Let's be tactical here. Let's use our brain. So we will get a fire soon, and we don't really have an offensive card in our deck yet. We have a chance of getting one here and another relic. I mean, more block's always good, and it's card draw, so that can't hurt us. Although this is a power that passively gives us more block over time, and also, you know, the run you didn't see, yeah, it was another amazing card that synergized well with us playing a bunch of 0-cost cards. So we will smith, so we can make a after image innate, so it automatically will get played out of our hand, and we'll have just that much more defense for the early game here. We need damage cards though. I don't want to upgrade a strike at this fire. Oh, okay. These guys can be annoying, so this guy's gonna do 9 damage. Let's just make him disappear. It's fine. You need to die, actually. This guy charges his laser and then just like completely obliterates me to no end, and he does it for about 2 turns. So we actually need to be aggressive on him, and we will do so by striking. 6, 12, 15. If we draw all 3 of those cards, we will be in a good spot to do so. So I think this is a worthwhile investment to do. We did not do it, but we came close. And we actually managed to block all the damage thanks to the innate from the after image. Yeah. So a good pickup. He's got 10 effective health, and he is going to hurt me. He's going to hurt me a lot. Oh, it makes me sad. Oh, we're 1 damage short. Oh. So we have time to be aggressive later. We'll just do this so we can block most of the damage here, and ideally just draw 2 strike cards to finish him off. Yeah, you can protect that guy. I don't really care about him. So we'll take 3 damage. Not bad, and I actually consider this encounter to be harder than a lot of elite encounters early on, so take that as you will. Yeah, I get strike, son, and get blocked. 8 armor just from playing cards. It's really good. Can negate a lot of the damage on this first floor here just from that after image. But yeah, this encounter, I honestly consider it genuinely harder than some of the other counters. So this is fine. Because you're going to do 0 now. I don't fear you in the slightest. And we will strike you once. And mind you, it's a temporary debuff. And he's going to do 4. Get neutralized. Get striked. And get striked. And you will not hurt us. We are impervious to your tiny claws. Little tiny arms. You think he's Abathur from Heroes or something? We need a damage card. A better damage card, ideally. Alright. Blockchain. Blockchain technology. Way of the future. 19 block. We're sitting pretty, if we're able to get a lot of block later on and have it carry over thanks to the calipers. I mean, it says calipers the way it's spelled. I just want to say clippers every time. Another poison potion. Thank you. We need damage. Okay. So ideally I want to get more poison later. I'm purely getting this just because it'll be burst that we can use to take out another elite. Or the boss. In conjunction with our wonderful poison potion. No other reason that I'm doing that outside of that I have a poison potion. Please give me a relic that gives me damage. The Dreamcatcher. Whenever you rest me, add a card to your deck. Okay? And instead of upgrading, we are actually going to rest now because we get dual benefit from it. We need a card. Deal 15 damage. Draw 2 more cards next turn. That's expensive. And we likely won't be able to play out most of the cards we have. But it's 15 damage. Although Flying Knee ideally gives us more energy potential to play more damage. So we're going to go with that. Question mark, please, cards. Please. It's a shop. Even better. Okay. Pantograph will heal us for 25 on the boss fight. And you know, there's like lots of wonderful cards here. My opinion, for now, secondary. We want next 2 chests you open contain 2 relics. That's basically you know, it's just like you're paying a down payment for more power later. If HP is full, gain energy at the start of each turn. Could be good. Oh, but Apotheosis is actually an amazing card to get. And I think I want it. So we're going to grab that. And I think we're going to get the Pantograph. Well, hang on. Skewer. Spend all energy, deal 7 damage X times. Agony. Whenever you draw this card, gain an additional copy of it. Deal 4 damage exhaust. So you can actually stack up a bunch of these in your deck. You know, I have a mixed opinion about filling up our damage with just a bunch of agonies, but you know, not a bad idea. Lots of poison, more debuffs. I think we go Skewer, just because we need some extra damage cards in there. And Madness. Just because they're 2 cards that can exhaust themselves out. Do we want to get rid of anything? Not yet. They're 2 cards that can exhaust themselves out from just one use, so our deck's really not getting that much thicker, and it'll make our other cards that much better. You know, I've said it already. Question marks are my go-to right now. It's the Living Wall. We love this. Upgrade, grow, make me big and strong. Upgrade, neutralize. 2 turns of weak to be able to shuffle through our deck. Definitely want to have that debuff on longer so we take less damage as a whole. Okay. Ooh, this is a little nasty. Yeah, a little nasty. Okay. So first we get After Image here because it's fine. We'll Apotheosis for free, so 1 armor. All of our cards have just become Ascended. We will neutralize you. So you're going to do 15 damage as a whole. Could get you really low and kill you, but I want to burst down the guy that's going to annoy me more. That'll put us up to 12 block, but no. Good form of CC. If they're dead, they can't hurt you anymore. So you're going to eat a little more damage here early on, and if we have to rest before a bonfire, before the boss even, that's fine because we'll get another card that could be potentially good. So this card is useless, as I've mentioned, just because we don't have the poison actually here. And I don't think we're going to use it in this deck, so we may as well block. And actually we'll hang on to it just because the block will carry over. No, it won't, because we're going to take 7 and the calipers will move 15 instead of all of it. You know, it just turns out that's, well, it's all of it. Okay. So you're done. Please don't hit the piercing whale. Oh, why'd you do it? It'll be good for later. That's fine. Strike. Strike. Defend, because we can. And turn. He's licking us. Don't really appreciate that. Are you dead? Hey. 30 damage. Good card. When Apotheosis, great card. Without it, still a good card. Swift Potion is more than welcome. And yes, that is card draw, more or less. It's a good shuffle. Oh, question mark. Please. Ooh. Come across a dead adventurer on the floor. His pants have been stolen. It also looks like he's been gouged and trampled by a horned beast. Those possessions are still intact. You should really need to learn how to take breaths and stop talking so goddamn fast when you're playing and recording. His possessions are still intact. You're in no mind to find out what happened here. Give me the loot. Gold. Give me the loot. That's fine. I will fight you. And I will slay you. So here's what you do. After image, blur, block, block. Here's what you don't do. You don't do that. Okay, I could live to regret this because I am greedy, but that is perfectly fine. This guy needs to die very quickly. And we want to draw Apotheosis if possible. Right, every time we play a skill, he is going to get stronger. So we ideally want to attack and attack. And we're good here. Let's avoid playing skills if we don't have to. Please, Apotheosis would be nice. 12. A skewer's good. Hey. That's fine. I'll take the damage. It's gonna get a little scary here. So my greed may have costed me this run. There it is. And I think just because I am a scared babby, we're going to do that. Apotheosis just increases poison to no end. Madness. Strike becomes free, so we'll strike him, play a skill, block for all the damage, and we will kill him. We had to use our burst plan there, which is fine, because I think we'll be okay without it for the boss fight. 36. See ya. So we had to use a few resources there, but hey, it's a strawberry. We got a trinket out of this and a regen potion. All of a sudden, I don't feel like it was such a bad idea. Slice is good if we have more card draw later. Prepared, though, lets us shuffle again. So we have 2 prepareds. Probably don't want too many more here. As far as smithing goes, what can we do? Could be good. We don't care about you at all now. Blur. Gain 8 block. Block's not removed at the start of your next turn. I mean, this is fine, but the calipers essentially do that for... Well, the calipers actually like dis-energy with this card, so it's not fine at all. Skewers a lot of burst. Maybe I think we rest. No, yeah, I think we rest just so we can get another card, get higher HP, and please give me damage. Whenever an attack deals unblocked damage, deal 1 poison. Okay. That'll be our potentially buffing grace there. The Hexaghost. I don't fear this guy. He's not that bad. So we're going to start off with the after image. We're obviously going to flying knee. There's no point in trying to stack up the defense now. And strike. The music's silent, then it's like, oh, it's just a scenic boss fight, and oh! We get some jamming tunes here. Okay. You want it prepared. We'll get rid of Calculate Gamble for now, and this is fine. Thin out the deck. This being free is fine. I didn't get to use all my energy, which is a little unfortunate. let's do it. Yes, I accept. Got to use most of our energy here, and we will be blocking 6, 12, 8, most of the damage here. So again, losing the health at the end, fine. It's all right. If we can, you know, remember second grade math. Space it out properly. We'll be okay here. You got a skewer. That's 30 damage outright. And we can, we could do this to shuffle our deck some more, but I think that's fine. So we'll take 5 damage here. Perfectly fine. We want to kill this guy before he burns all of his nodes, because then he's going to do a really nasty debuff at the end. Ideally, I want to avoid that. So End Venom, good card. Strike, get poisoned. Calculated Gamble, more armor. 10. We're missing out on 1 damage. We're going to get 1 more armor from doing this, because just because we don't actually do damage doesn't mean we don't get the armor. So that's fine. And, we're missing out on 1 extra damage there. Could be worse. So there's the burns that are going to start filling up our deck and really slow us down. Strike. Prepared. Yeah, get these out of here. I never want to see them. Flying Knee, extra energy. Do we Catalyst now? Yeah, why not? Not optimal, but we're just really looking to burst this guy down. We could have probably waited 1 more turn to draw it again. But as we get more burns in this deck, it's just going to become less likely to draw what we want. So we're going to neutralize. Prepared. This, again, is fine. Piercing Wail. 0 damage. Strike, strike. Keep that poison train going. As long as we're able to penetrate his defenses, we are going to be fine. No damage. No burns. Attack with a burn debuff. Skewer is so good, but we really want to keep the poison stack going. So we'll actually play everything we have here. And Skewer, just for the extra poison stacking. Getting that End Venom was actually a pretty good get here. You gotta strike. You gotta play this for free. You gotta gamble. Prepared. Don't make me do it. Okay. Could use some more bigger card draw instead of just a shuffle our deck, but this is fine. We're in a really good spot. Not going to kill him before he does his real big attack on us, but we won't have to use our potion here, and I think we'll just be in a good spot regardless. 18, so 9, 18, taking 14 damage. If I could hit you some more, I would. We'll block, Survivor, block. Take no damage. Oh, end your turn. Let the ghost have his turn. And ideally, this guy's dead next turn, no matter what. And he didn't do his big attack. Oh, I guess that was the Inferno. Yeah, he did his big attack. So as long as we draw some damage and not all burns, we'll be fine. And yeah, he's done. Cool. So first floor went really well. The strawberry was an okay get. Despite that greed there, and we have a lot of gold to buy even more relics to buff ourselves up for the next one. The Glass Knife is my favorite card. The damage on this it's too good to pass up in my opinion. It gets weaker as you go along, but the early game burst is essential. Good trinkets, please. Yeah, we've learned our lesson. This card can be, or this rune, this relic can be good. Probably not for our deck. For every 5 cards in your deck, heal 2 HP whenever you enter a campfire. Also could be good. Gain energy at the start of your turn. You can no longer use potions. Oh, I'm not happy about that. But extra energy means we can play more expensive cards. And late game potions, sort of, their useless does wear off. And the rest of these just aren't really tickling my fancy too much here. So I think we're going to take the Sozu. Extra energy, we can get bigger cards. Get bigger cards, just slow down, you speak so people can understand you. I get that at work as well. What'd you say? You're talking too fast. Anyway, for now, I think that'll do it. This run's looking good. I'm going to prove to everyone here that I can actually beat this game, and with the silent, nonetheless. But until then, have a good evening. I'll see you next time.